Hello and welcome to this architect slash lighting supplier overview video. In this video I'm going to be running through a few points on why you as an architect should choose us, our brand, what can we bring to the table, how can we mutually benefit from each other. Now on this side of the screen you're going to be seeing me talking, and on the other side of the screen as I talk you're going to be seeing real-time summaries and points. Now to start off, we've been in the lighting industry for about 11 years and we've been a manufacturer of LED lights for 4 years now. We have our own factory in Keelkattalai and it's about 10,000 square feet long. So if you as an architect want to visit our factory and want to have a look around, look at how we do things, you are most certainly welcome. The address of the factory will be at the end of the video. Now the first thing that people have told us is the lack of customization in the market. Now let's say that this is the year 2016 and you're working on a project and you finalized a specific model of light for your project. And now it's 2020, 4 years from now. Most probably the fixture, the model of the light that you chose back in 2016 is not going to be relevant today. So the world kind of moves fast, markets constantly change. And the lighting industry is no different. What model you see today might not be available tomorrow. Now this lack of customization support is something that we found lacking in other brands, as in they supply the lights to you and when the light becomes obsolete you will most probably be forced to change the whole fixture of light. Since we are a manufacturer, we keep looking at this changing trends. We source new materials that is relevant today, and we source new raw materials, new types of fixtures that is relevant today. And with the best resources possible, we make sure that you as a customer or an architect or a dealer make the transition from an older model lights to a newer model lights with as much less hassle as possible. Another thing that I want to talk about in customization is our ability to cater to specific client requirements. So let's say a client comes to us and says, I want an LED 2x2 panel light. It also needs to have an RGB effect. It also needs to have a dimming effect. It also needs to have an app control. I don't think a lot of brands out there will cater to such a specific need. But since we take each project as a case-by-case scenario, we will listen to every specific detail that you possibly could want, and we will try to implement our best depending on your case and your case alone. So it's pretty much an exclusive service based on project by project basis. The second thing that we've constantly been hearing is this lack of optimal engineering skills. Now there's two parts to this and I'll explain each one in brief. Now a mistake that a lot of people do in the market is that if your lights can go up to 20 watts, they drive it up to 20 watts. Now what that does is, for example, let's say you own a car and your car can go up to a maximum of 200 kilometers. Now it would be illogical to drive your car at 200 kilometers. You would wreck the car, it will have a lot of wear and tear, the life of the car will come down. Now the same concept applies to lighting, something that a lot of people don't know. If your light can go up to 20 watts, the optimal safe zone, the optimal operating zone is about 17 to 18 watts. Now if you drive your lights to its maximum capability, the life of the light will come down, the performance will come down, you will experience dullness very quickly. Now this is something that we stay very careful of, and we don't overdrive our lights, we always let them stay in a safe and an optimal zone, not more than 90% of its maximum capability. Point number 2 is mix and matching. Now if you go to some, let's say, branded supplier, you would most probably have to purchase his product as a complete assembled set. As in, you will have to take whatever LED chip inside the light he provides, you'll have to agree to his fixture, you'll have to agree to his driver. Now this is an advantage that you have with us, is that we partner with a variety of LED chip suppliers and LED driver suppliers. Let's say that you're working with a client who wants the best premium quality and is not much worried about the budget. He just wants the best. Now let's say that you're working with a client who doesn't want necessarily the best quality, something that is good is enough, but he also has a budget. Now we partner with those type of chip suppliers and drivers as well. So ours is like a one-size-fits-all solution to all of your needs, depending on your budget, depending on your quality requirement, depending on your preference. We can mix and match any chip, we can mix and match any LED chip with any driver and sort of assemble them to cater to your specific needs. Now one of the major USPs of our organization is serviceability, and we don't have a use and throw policy. For example, if you bought a light from us 5 years ago, now if you bring it to us, we will take the light, we will disassemble the parts, we will remove the LED chips, the old LED chips, and we'll put new chips, reassemble the LED light, and we'll give it back to you at a much more lower cost than what would cost you if you bought a new light. But what we look at is long-term serviceability, so that there's maximum usage of the LED fixtures potential. Now, undertaking a big project in any field, not only lighting, is a huge deal. You'll have to have a lot of planning going on, a lot of paperwork. So as lighting suppliers, what we do is, if you come to us with a project, we have a simulation software that works your project to the T, where the light will be fixed, what is the lighting effect, how much light will you get, where the light is going to be placed, what model of the light is going to be placed. Everything from start to finish, we will create a simulation for you, and you will be able to visually see how your project will look like on a paper before you actually go ahead and finalize the project.